show silent movies here anymore, but they kept the original inner workings, the old theater. They've got them on display in there behind glass. And quick show of hands, who here saw the movie Selena? Well, check out that bridge there in front of us. That bridge was featured in the movie. That's where they filmed Selena and Chris right after they got married. So Jennifer Lopez was on this bridge, guys. And beside us on the right, this cream-colored building is a luxury hotel and spa called the Mocara. But back in the very early 1900s, this was a business that made saddles and harnesses for horses. It was called the L. Frank Saddlery. And in 1905, they had over 500 employees working there making saddles. And here on the left, this is another luxury hotel. It's called the Omni La Mansion. It was built in 1853 as a school called St. Mary's Academy. Over the years, it became St. Mary's University, St. Mary's Law School, and in the 60s, when they moved their campus to the west side of town, 2 law students at St. Mary's got the money together to buy that building and turn it into a hotel. And everyone, on the other side of this bridge, we're going to pass in front of a building that's a real live optical illusion. So as we come out from under this bridge, look on the left side of the river and way up high. Left and high. Right as we come out, you'll see it there. Isn't that wild? It's like a giant ball just standing there. Now it looks like that because the building is shaped like a triangle in this corner. This is the Nix Medical Center. When it was built back in 1930, this was the very first fully air-conditioned hospital in the country. Actress Carol Burnett was born here. She's a San Antonio native. And everyone, to the best of my knowledge, this is the only hospital in the state of Texas that has a bar in the basement. That's a Riverwalk thing. And beside us here on the left, on the second floor, that's the largest shark on the Riverwalk. I pulled that out of the river just last week. Last week was Shark Week. Next week we're going after the piranhas. Now, the building directly in front of us here is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. This is the easiest way to get to the Alamo from the Riverwalk. You just go through the glass doors, across the lobby and up to the street level, and it's right there across the street. Now, in front of us here on the left, you can see the river flows into the hotel lobby. There's an atrium area with waterfalls and everything, right there inside the hotel, just on the other side of the hall. Now, when they built this hotel, they only made it 16 stories tall. They wanted to be sure it would never cast a shadow over the Alamo. Because even though the Alamo is surrounded by modern buildings, the city is really careful to make sure none of them puts a shadow on our war memorial. Now, the building here on the right is the Casino Club. It was built in 1927 as a private social club during the Prohibition era. Today, it's apartments and restaurants, and back in the 70s, famous author Alex Haley had an apartment here. That's the man who wrote the book Roots. And San Antonio actor Tommy Lee Jones used to live there also. You might remember him from Men in Black and The Fugitive. Now, the section we're driving through here is called River Square. This is where we have the most restaurants in one spot. And many of these restaurants offer something called a dinner cruise. These are all dinner cruise boats right here. And the way that works, the center seats on the boat turn into a table. They park the boats in front of these restaurants. The restaurants offer it as options for customers. You can have your meal served to you on the boat while you do an extended tour. See how nice they set that up? Now, in front of us on the right, the building there in the corner is the Clifford Building. And if you look there on the balcony, as we get closer, you'll see where it says Hugman Architect. That's Robert Husband. That's the man I told you about who designed the Riverwalk. When it was finished in 1941, he was the very first person to put his offices right here on the river level. He wanted to show everyone that it was safe from flooding and that businesses could do well here. Speaking of businesses doing well here, the restaurant on the right is Casa Rio. This is the oldest restaurant on the Riverwalk. It's been owned by the same family since 1946. Now, all the ducks floating around in the water here, I call these ducks the tortilla connoisseurs because they know what they like and they are not after breadcrumbs. But there's one particular duck I want to introduce you to. Right beside the boat on the right, do you see the brown duck standing there on the wall in front of the table? She's scratching under her wing. That's Glenda. Hi, Glenda. Now, Glenda the duck is kind of famous around here. Bye, Glenda. On really hot summer days, like when it's over 100 degrees, when Glenda the duck has had all she can take of the heat, she'll fly up and land on one of the tables here, and they'll come out and they'll serve her a margarita. Now, they never ask Glenda how she's going to pay for her drink. They just put it on her bill. Yeah, there you go. See, now, I was hoping that would quack you up. See, I gotta break out the corny duck jokes, otherwise it would be a boat tour.